Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday evening, October 19th. I had to look at my watch to see 2022. So if you are watching this on Facebook on that date, you're catching me live. Otherwise, you may find this on YouTube later. I do post these to YouTube in case you can't join me live. Just in case this is your first time finding me on my YouTube channel, you will find both card making and cross stitch. So I do both of those hobbies. And if it says floss tube, then it's cross stitch. If it says Facebook Live, then it's card making. So just so you know, if you're looking for card making, look for the Facebook Lives. So while y'all are finding this, I'm going to get this shared on Facebook to my group. Hey, buddy. And then we will get started. So let me get this, maybe. I think my laptop needs to be restarted again. It seems like every time I'm in it, I have to restart it so that it will actually not be so slow. Just thinking. So I hope you're having a good week. I hope you're staying warm. I know Betty is not a fan of this cold weather. She had to put shoes on, closed-toe shoes, coats, all that stuff. I know she doesn't like that. All right, let's see here. I'm just glad it's going to warm up a little bit later this week. Starting tomorrow, I think it'll be a little bit better. Oh my goodness. My laptop doesn't even want to scroll down so I can find the video. Betty's laughing. Come on, just a little bit more. All right, found the button. See if it will work. We're playing with a really fun set tonight. It's very unique. The dies for it are very unique. All right. Whoops, come on. Post. Okay, it's actually posting now, I think. And so I did not pre-die cut everything. I did one of the trees just because we were doing two of one, because I wanted you to see how fun this is. So before I get started with this, this is the card we made last week using the baby wipe technique. And those leaves are just so beautiful. So somebody, I drew the name for this before I got online tonight. So I will announce the winner of this at the end of the video. And then as always, this card, I will put the dimensions on my blog right after this, after I get done tonight. And somebody will win this card next week. I'll draw for it next week. So let's see what we're using tonight. We're using one bundle, and then I added an embossing folder also. So let me grab this bundle real quick. This is called Spruced Up. So it has trees, an ornament, a couple of ornaments, and then just some extra stuff to add to it. So you could put little presents under your tree. You could put candy canes, some nice sentiments. And I think, actually, I'm not sure what that's for. I don't know. I'll have to play with that and see. And then the die set that goes with it is that, so you can die cut out this stamped ornament and these, well, both ornaments and both trees you can die cut, and the candy cane, and the topper for the ornaments, and the stars, and the presents. And what's nice is, I love it when Stampin' Up! Has gotten really smart about this. So they gave you 3 star dies. So if you're doing a bunch of stars, you can stamp 3 of them and die cut them all at once. And same thing with the presents. They gave you 2 presents. Oh, and the snowflake. I didn't see the snowflake. And then they gave you some other stars that you can just die cut that are standalone, and then some little Christmas lights. And another present that's standalone. Yeah. So lots of fun stuff. But what's really unique about this are these dies. So let me show you the one I've already done. So, and you'll see this in action. So I stamped this and then I die cut it, and it die cut it into 2 pieces like this. So you have the tree and then you have an outline of a tree. So it's really fun. So let me show you how this works. Oh, and the other thing I used on the background is the Whimsical Woodland embossing folder. And so it makes these fun whimsical trees. So it's really a fun embossing folder, but it just adds a little extra texture to the back. So because we are using photopolymer stamps, that's what these clear ones are called, we're going to use our Stampin' Pierce mat. So our big tree is going to be in soft succulent. We're going to need some paper. So we'll just ink this up in soft succulent. Stamp him. Pretty. And then our other one, set that apart, is in Evening Evergreen. So these are 2 of the current in colors that came out this past summer. Let's turn him around this way. And I don't want to put him too close because I can't, well, I may not try and die cut them together just because you want to be sure that none of these slip. But we'll just put him down here. Okay, that's our Evening Evergreen tree. So let's get this out of the way. We'll take our paper up for a minute just because it'll make it easier to use our little die cut machine. So on this, these are small enough that we can use, hang on, I'm gonna scoot you up a little bit just because that die cut machine is like awfully close. You're right on top of it. So this is the mini cut and emboss machine. So it's very handy for traveling. Let me grab the dies. So let's do our little one first. You can do these together and you could definitely use like some Post-it tape. Well, we can do that. Let's just do that. So you're gonna line this up. And I happen to have some Post-it tape right here. So this is just something I picked up on Amazon. It's just Post-it tape. So it's like Post-it, but it comes on a, okay, I do not want this to move when I put the tape down. Oh, it did. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. This is the hardest part of the whole card, is getting this lined up and some tape on so it won't move. All right, so let's go ahead and do our big tree. Probably should have done it first. And get my tape ready. So that when I get my tree lined up, I'll be ready. All right, come here. Oh, that's plenty. I probably should have had some already stamped and die cut just in case I mess this up, huh? Okay. All right. Now, let's run it through our die cut machine. You will see we got extra tape sticking out. Make sure it grabs. There it goes. Whoops. Hopefully I'm not shaking you too much. The camera is attached to not this table, which is nice because then it doesn't shake. All right. There's our little outlines. All right, let's get our grid paper back. And I can scoot you back down a little bit. Now we can take our Post-it tape up. And I'm being a little gentle because it's not supposed to tear, but just to be safe. So now you can see, let me put it on this foam core so you can see the pieces that we got. Let's get this guy. It's really a fun set, and all the big ones, the ornaments, the trees, do this. Okay, let me put my dies away before I lose them. That would be sad. So that's what you're left with when you do that one die for each tree. You get the outline and the tree itself. We're not using this big one. So I made, I don't remember, 7 or 8 of these for a swap. And so I've got a bunch of these big trees that I just put in the stamp case. And they're there whenever I need them. But we are going to use that little one, plus the one I did earlier. Let me grab it and grab our... Oh, come here. It doesn't want to come here. All right, so there's all our pieces. And I'm going to go ahead and glue these 2 down. Now, normally if you have something this thin, I would suggest using... Hey, Patience. Okay, Patience said something, but I can't read it. My thing's in the way. Because of me, she has this set. Good, because you've done that to me before, too. So normally, if you have something this small that you wanted here, I would say, yeah, put an adhesive sheet on it. And you could. But what ends up then is you have adhesive sheet all over the back of this, too. And so, like this one, I'm putting these on dimensionals. I don't want an adhesive sheet. So I am going to just use my liquid glue and try not to make a mess. You can see I stamped on the other side. So I'm just going to do little dots around it. And it doesn't have to be around the whole thing. Just, you're going to have some other things on top of it. So I'm going to do one about there. And then the other one. And yes, Patience, I'm going to make another one of these and send it to you. So Patience was kind enough to give me, she had some extra swaps and she gave me one of hers. I think, I can't remember if I've already shared it or if it's, got too much glue. Or if it's coming up, but it's a really cute one using the tag. I think it's Celebrate with Tags. So I owe her one of these and I forgot to make one before our team meeting. So I'll make one for her. All right, and then this one, I'm going to put over a little bit and down a little bit. Because you don't want them just all, oh, see, I got too much there. Now I have glue all over my fingers. Let's put that away before we make more of a mess. All right, now we're going to put our ribbon around. And this is the Evening Evergreen sheer ribbon, I think it's called, open weave ribbon. It's really pretty, but it's Evening Evergreen like our dark trees. So we'll just wrap this around. Trying to make sure I keep it straight. So I need to play with the other pieces in this, the ornaments, and put some lights on a tree. You could die cut these trees just out of cardstock and just do like 2 different colors of green and then mix and match and put, you know, a different color outline around. All right, and I do want that over pretty far so that I have room for all my trees. I'll just cut that off. All right, now, where did I put my dimensionals? They're here somewhere. Actually, no, we're going to put this on our card first before I start adding dimensionals. So we've just got soft seafoam. I like doing this just tone on tone. This is a real soft colored card. So because it's embossed, I'm going to use the Tombow liquid adhesive. It just gets in those crevices and helps it stick better. That just goes right there. And dimensionals work fine. If you wanted to put that up on dimensionals, you could, and those would stick just fine. All right, grab my dimensionals. And we're going to put them on the top and the bottom of our trees so that they will go over our ribbon. Hopefully we left ourselves enough room there. Hey, Jackie. Thank you for joining us. We are just putting dimensionals on this. I think that fit right in there. On our trees so we can get them popped up on there. All right, so we're going to start by the ribbon. And we'll put it, I put it down a little bit. I just didn't want them all, you know, in a line, or this one we'll put up a little higher. And then our last one. So I didn't put a sentiment on the front of this. I just liked all this little forest of trees. That one down a little bit, but not quite as low. I just liked all the forest. I didn't get that quite straight, did I? So you could definitely, this is light enough cardstock, you could put a sentiment on the inside. But there you go. There is our card for tonight. So remember, if you comment on this, then you will be in the drawing next week to win this card. And the winner from last week's card is Nancy. So I will get this card to her. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you next Wednesday again at 7:30 for another Facebook Live. Bye.